session. The irony is this: if it were not for COVID-19, this would be my time to come and crow about all the great stuff we did all session long. This is the first monthly meetup right after session, and it was an historic session. We achieved things that we've been trying to do for decades. You heard about some of the voting reforms. Just talk about raising the minimum wage. That is huge. We're going to raise the minimum wage. And hopefully the governor, by the way, he hasn't signed a bunch of these bills, so please encourage him to sign all these bills. I don't want him to back down because of COVID-19, but I hope and believe the minimum wage will go up. It'll go up to $9, and if you've read my newsletter, you have the whole, when it's 9 and 10, and the whole range of when it goes up to 12, and then hopefully later on to 15. Criminal justice reform, making it, we decriminalize marijuana. That's huge, right? It's not a crime anymore. It's a $25 civil penalty. Predatory lending. I've been trying to stop predatory lending for years. Dramatic bill to stop predatory lending. More collective bargaining rights for public employees to be able to join labor unions and get better wages. We passed the Equal Rights Amendment. I mean, that's huge. We're the 38th state to do that. There's still some technical legal problems, but hopefully we'll get through those. My LGBT rights bill, non-discrimination bill, the most comprehensive, the most far-reaching lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, non-discrimination bill in Virginia history by far. I mean, I added some 60-odd provisions to the code in non-discrimination, where before we fought really, really hard to add one, and those would die. So yeah, we had a lot of success this year on a lot of topics. My bill on protecting children from abuse by allowing courts to look into domestic violence when it comes to child custody passed. It's my 5th year trying, passed. My body cameras bill, 5th year trying, passed. All these details are in exhaustive detail. If you've read my newsletters, you know how much detail I give you. All of my bills, all of everyone's bills are all there. But feel free to ask a question about any bill. I do want to get to Lowell. Lowell asked me about redistricting. I was disappointed in redistricting. I think folks who know my position know that. If you've read my newsletter, you know I've talked about it exhaustively. I don't trust the constitutional amendment. The problem with the constitutional amendment is if all goes well and we can trust Republicans to do the right thing, then we don't have an issue. And that's true. But I don't trust Todd Gilbert to do the right thing. The Republicans have consistently said for 25 years, we want to gerrymander in favor of Republicans as much as possible. We want to do everything we can. We've even violated the United States Constitution with racial gerrymandering. We want to do everything we can to gerrymander to make sure that people can't fairly vote. That's been their consistent position for 25 years. And this idea that they're suddenly going to magically believe in fair redistricting, I just don't think is true. Under the constitutional amendment, as you know, as I've talked about it at length, if just 2 Republican legislators, just 2, say, we don't want a commission, we want the Republican-appointed Supreme Court to decide, they decide. Enabling legislation didn't pass, and I don't trust them. So I do hope it'll be defeated in November. Lowell asked a question about who's working on that. Well, I know that Indivisible groups are. Rustin Herndon has done a tremendous job. The Fairfax Democratic Party has passed a resolution against the amendment. I'll be pushing for that in Alexandria and Arlington. I think maybe Arlington passed theirs already, and hopefully we'll get it on the sample ballots. And I want to be very, very clear. It's not that I want gerrymandering. I do not want gerrymandering. The reason I oppose the constitutional amendment is because the constitutional amendment allows extensive gerrymandering by the Republican Party. Every single Democrat, and we disagree on the amendment, but every Democrat in the House and the Senate, all 55 in the House, all 21 in the Senate, have agreed we need an independent, nonpartisan, or at least bipartisan commission to decide this. If the amendment goes down, I guarantee you we will do it in 2021, and we will do it the right way. All right, other issues.